final part about the spike superpower mode. But this one is like stabilized spike Garuburn, and sorry about my previous video because it should be drive Garuburn, but I keep talking about the spike Garuburn. Now this is the actual spike Garuburn as I'm using the spike core. There you can have a look, it's obvious, and you can also put your fingers here, hold it and stabilize with the what they call this, the stabilize of the legs part. And here's where the trigger, press onto it and fire. So basically you can do it like that. Yeah, as you can look. If I were to shoot it like put it here, seems like overpowered. It's very powerful. And what's fascinating about this is that when you're using the damas, you can do a lot of shots. Now I'm gonna try using this. I wouldn't recommend you use twin magazine on it because it's not viable. Another very good way of making it stable without having this to hold on to is that you can transform it. You can sort of pull it the other way around to hold it as control mode or the power mode. I think it's mainly without the shots, but rapid fire mode, yeah, this should be the rapid fire mode. As you can also hold it like that, put back the parts. I think mainly stabilizing back. And you can also hold it like that, and then it should work pretty much. Let me show you when I'm using a rapid fire mode. I prefer using the system magazine. I'm gonna do a few more damas. Make it 12. 12. So here it is. I'm gonna put odd stuff. There. So you can exactly tell how fast it is when you're doing rapid fire mode. Again. 3, 2, 1, B5. So it's pretty nice when you hold it like that to give it rapid fire mode. If you want the power type, you'll be like that. You have to switch this part and this part close to it, and you put close to the envelope charge towards the front, and push it right here, and you do it like that. pretty much powerful. If you don't want to use these because it's like a bit unstable, you can also use these two parts to push it. I think Roab did this video as well. The power parts. Yeah. Do it slowly, so I don't want to spoil it. Just like this, you can do it like so. Take it apart, and you can sort of use these to do this as a grip. Sort of like a great solid grip. If you don't want to make it sort of loosen, you can use this, which is provided to sort of clip it together to make sure it's tightened. And you can also put it like that and push it, or you can even use your thumb to do so. If you can see that, thumb mode is also quite powerful. Like that. You can use one hand without the charge thing, but I prefer using two to make sure it's stabilized. 1, 2, 3, B, fight. Let me just put it near here so you can have a good view on it. 1, 2, 3, B, fight. Awesome. It's a huge and very powerful. Just do it on the daman. 5. Spike 4 is pretty fast if you were to look at it. If I were to use like this one to compare it, Agmeta also of course not that powerful at all. I can show you why. I'm using between magazines. It's not really strong if you can tell, but if you were to use these spike carbon, it's a whole lot stronger. I wouldn't recommend anyone to use the stabilizer because it's gonna block these steer, and even if you're using power mantle, it's not gonna fix properly at the back. So I prefer you using dash stabilizer. It helps you to stabilize on the leg part. So that's the best part. You can even, if not mistaken, you can even take out this toe. Or the other way around, you can even, hold on, let me do something. You can use these additional color part and fix it at the back of the light, which is basically around here. If you can see the back of the light, so you basically snap it right here. So I'm giving it a stabilize. Same goes for this. Should work just nice. So you basically can look at the back of the thing. Yeah, stabilize the back. That should work. I'm really cool. And what's better than ever is that you can even load up more daman to create a power. Cool as much. I like it. And really, I'm gonna do this power mode. This is powerful. And if you don't want to use these parts, you can even place it on it as a wing. If you see these wing, you can even sort of snap back in. It's good when you put it back in. Or it's the other way around, like that. I think should work. Let me try the other side. Yeah, something like that. Although it may not fit into the plastic, you can see I'm trying to push it to the wing of the arm. Even if it doesn't work, just enough. With having this is really good enough. Holding between these two arms, drawing together, literally gives you a great stabilize. Like so. This is the power mode of the spike. So it's powerful and unbelievably cool. Now I didn't do much on this, putting parts together and as I've assembled it, but I hope you guys should be able to tell because I've been seeing other people's doing it. I prefer you having this displayed as it is. If you can use it in the power mode, or the ultimate power mode, or ultimate, they call it, what do you call that? The God modes. This could be just the way it should be. Let me try using the twin magnet and see whether it stabilizes it. This is the twin magazines with the two white magazines. Basically, I'm just gonna put it up together. So I'm not quite sure whether it will stabilize it, but I wouldn't recommend it because it does give a lot of weight down. So yeah, I'd rather get 6 magazines, and there's no need to use barrel on this Garuburn because it's already powerful enough that it helps to control the shots. So there's no point of putting any barrels such as a lock-on barrel, grip barrel. Yep. So I still prefer the stick-back system magazines. There, shot looks perfect. This is the super guard mode of the Spike Garuburn. Actually, without this system magazine, it looks much cooler. That's from my opinion. If you want to do the display, yep. And this is the additional parts for the steer. And this is the rest of the parts that I have showcased you. So it's cool. Overall, I love it. If you can get it in Malaysia, probably around June or July, as what Rachel mentioned, that is the assumption that I've got. I may not be sure about the date of release until you check the announcement from the WBMA Facebook wall. They normally announce it, and I hope you like my unboxing review and the demo on this Drive Garuburn, or come as the Spike Garuburn and the God mode of Spike Ultimate Spike Garuburn, or the Ultimate Garuburn. But they call it the DX because it comes together as both different versions and it works perfectly fine. For this, you don't need any of the stabilizer. If you've noticed, you probably need the magazines like the one I've shown you, which is system magazines, and I advise you to use system magazines because you load faster and it's not clog. It won't clog easily. I wouldn't advise you to use the Cyclone because you have to spin and it causes a light delay when you're loading it. When you're loading those daman, yeah. So I'm pretty happy about this Garuburn. So far I can rate it 5 over 5, perfect, and fully satisfied with this CB83 Ultimate DX Garuburn. That's for today's review, and please do subscribe for more upcoming videos, and most probably I'll be doing my last review on the custom black bomber set that I'm almost finished building all the bricks. So yeah, I'm Ryan, signing off. Bye.